everybody. My name is Jeffrey D. Johnson, and I am the founder and creator of Jeffrey Johnson and Team, which is an online health and fitness company. And we just want to make sure that people reach their health and fitness goals. So we have programs such as sports training, physical fitness, and recovery training programs. Um, I started this company in 2018 to give young adults an opportunity to use their skills or love for exercise and fitness and sports to work with kids. Their job titles are technically called Jeff's Trainers, which is JTs, and they are basically sports trainers or strength trainers that use the programs that they are responsible for to help kids reach the next level. I graduated from Mississippi State University, but I went through the National Academy of Sports Medicine to get my personal training certification, and I'm also a youth exercise specialist. So it took me 4 months to complete my training certification. I really didn't need to go to college to get that certification. You can do it online, and it paid off definitely. I was able to work for a couple of gyms here in town. I was able to train and use that certification for my own company. So the National Academy of Sports Medicine is where I got my certification from. And a typical day for a JT or Jeff's trainer, we work in hour increments or 30-minute increments, depending on the session, depending on how old the client is. And we basically run them through a series of strength and conditioning, speed, agility, and quickness training, skills segments where we're working on their skills in basketball. We put them through high intensity type of activities so that they can be in shape, they can feel good about themselves, be encouraged, have high confidence, and actually decrease some stress. And if there was anything that I would give you to encourage you, is that you can combine your passions and gifts to create something in the world of entrepreneurship. That's what I am. I'm an entrepreneur, and you don't have to be stuck to one specific path. You can create multiple branches for what you want to do. In addition to training and coaching, I wrote a book. Now I teach other trainers how to train, how to coach, and how to lead kids. And I'm starting something, an internship program to where young high school students, middle and high school students can also learn the trade of being a JT, of being a trainer, so that if they want to one day make that into a career, you can as well. So I hope that helps. Congratulations to all of you, and I hope you will be excited about the world of training and fitness.
Hi, my name is Mike Koenig. I am a certified registered nurse anesthetist. My official title would be Dr. Koenig, nurse anesthetist. My education to get to where I'm at today, I got my undergraduate degree from the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Then I had to work in an ICU for 1 to 2 years before you go to anesthesia school. I worked in the medical ICU at Erlanger in Chattanooga. Then I went to anesthesia school at the University of Tennessee Health Science Center, and that is a 3-year doctorate degree. And then after I'm out, I currently work in Nashville, Tennessee for a group called Anesthesia Medical Group. So a day in the life of a nurse anesthetist, you have to be an early bird to do this job, which I am. I love it. But typically you get to the hospital around 6, sometimes earlier if the case is going to start a little bit earlier. Show up, set up the OR, go visit my patient, do a physical on them, discuss a plan with the patient, and then we'll bring him back to the OR. I'll put the patient to sleep, keep him comfortable during the surgery, wake the patient up after the surgery, and bring them to the recovery room. Talking a little bit more about what I do as a nurse anesthetist. So as I kind of said, we put people to sleep, so that ranges anywhere from general anesthesia to putting in epidurals or spinals for pregnant women as they're having babies, or doing local injections for smaller procedures like finger surgeries, or working with like dentists or gastroenterologists for endoscopies. So we do a full gambit, but our primary job is just to keep the patient safe and comfortable during uncomfortable procedures. Some advice that I would give somebody that's just starting out would be, 1, know what you want to do and don't feel like you have to go to college right away. Some people go to college, they change their mind 2 or 3 times about the type of degree that they want to get. And during that decision-making process, you spend a lot of money in tuition. 2, make sure there's a job waiting for you when you're done with your degree. Colleges will promise you a job with whatever degree you have, when some degrees you get out and you don't have a job. So make sure you know what you want to do. Make sure there's a job waiting for you when you're done with your degree. And 3, try to pay for college without taking out any student loans. This means working 2 to 3 jobs on top of studying. This means searching for at least an hour or 2 a day leading up to college for scholarships online. And there's a lot of them out there. And it's not going to be any fun right now, but when you graduate college with a great job and with no loans to pay off for your degree, you will thank yourself.
Hi, students. My name is Sharday O'Rourke. I am the owner and therapist at the Mahogany Project, which is a group private practice in Hampton, Virginia. What does all of that mean? I am a therapist, so my license includes a licensed marriage and family therapist, a licensed professional counselor, a licensed substance abuse treatment practitioner, a substance abuse professional, and a clinical trauma professional. In that capacity, I provide therapy to a wide variety of folks, right? And my practice is a group practice, so I've hired some other therapists to work with me in servicing our community. When I thought about building my practice or starting my practice, it really was to service those who don't have a place, and this is that place for them. So we provide substance abuse, trauma, family therapy. We really focus on working with Black folks, the LGBTQ community, and again, some of those really intricate marital and family issues. We service children and adults here, so I work with a little bit of everybody. I also do consulting work, so I work with businesses or insurance providers and provide trainings and education to staff. I also provide crisis management for another company, so I do a wide variety of things. My education is well, let me back up. First of all, I went to a fabulous HBCU, which was fantastic.com, called Tuskegee University, to get my bachelor's degree in psychology and my minor in English. Then I moved forward to get my master's in marriage and family therapy from the University of Southern Mississippi. Going to an HBCU for me was the highlight of my life, so I'm just throwing that in there. I'm answering the question, so that's why I keep looking back and forth. A typical day for me is long. So let's say my Wednesday, I usually get here at about 8 o'clock because with me being both the owner and a therapist, there is a lot of administrative tasks that I have to do. So I have 2 receptionists. I usually have 2 interns. So we're in the process of hiring. I have 3 therapists, 2 residents that all are under my business. So I have to be able to manage both staff and, of course, see my clients. So I start seeing clients on Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. I'm not done seeing clients until 8 p.m. So I typically have a 10-hour day on Wednesdays. Then after that, I provide clinical supervision for another business that provides therapy. So I meet with that therapist and their staff twice a week. So I'll meet for about 30 minutes to an hour. So that takes me to about 9 p.m. Then I'll traditionally do a live either on Monday or Wednesday about mental health topics. So that'll take me sometimes to about 10 o'clock. So a traditional day for me starts probably about 6, waking up, getting to the office at about 8, and then getting home anywhere between 10 and 11, which is a typical day for me in the office. One piece of advice I would give to prepare for your education is be thoughtful and don't be afraid to ask for help. Like, it's okay to not know things. Go and look for what you think you want. Don't be afraid to look around. Don't be afraid to ask for resources. Email folks, ask questions, do an internship, do the work, because it will be rewarded in the end. I hope this was helpful. Take care. Peace.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amber Lifford. I am a third grade social studies teacher with Gestalt Community Schools. The education pathway that I took in order to be prepared for this role is I went to college. I went to Christian Brothers University for my undergrad, and I received my bachelor's in liberal studies with concentration in education. Then I went back and got my master's from Christian Brothers University in the arts of teaching. So I'm certified to teach kindergarten through 6th grade. What does a typical day look like for me as a teacher? I have to break it up. So I have to break it up pre-COVID, post-COVID. So I've been a teacher now this is year 6 for me. So for the past 5 years, I've taught kindergarten and 1st grade. So with kindergarten, 1st grade, being actually in the classroom, in the morning, I would just wake up, make me some breakfast. On my commute, listen to anything from gospel music to trap music, trying to get me mentally prepared to teach my babies. Once I got there, it was a lot of preparation before I actually saw my students' faces. Once I did see their faces, we would dive right into teaching. So it was reading, and reading took up a lot of time. And then lunch, then math, there's support class, and then we would do science and social studies when they came back. And then it was time to say goodbye, and then we would try it all again the next day. Now post-COVID, I work from home, so that looks different. If you can hear the pitter-patter of my dog's feet, me and Max would go into my office, and I'll put on my computer and would wait until 8 o'clock to teach my kids. Once I saw my kids, I would jump on from different links to see different classes and teach them all social studies that I know. And that would be from 8 until 12:30. At 12:30, I have a 1-hour lunch break. After that break, then any meetings that I have, I would go to, whether they're with my coaches or with the principal or balcony meeting, anything like that. And then after that, I was done. So it's normally a 8 to 3 day, just more breaks. One piece of advice that I would give you all is just make sure you follow your dreams. I feel like a lot of people did not tell me that growing up. It was really pushed on me to make sure that I go to college, and college it's a very good opportunity, a very good experience. But if you're having doubts, that's definitely something to really think about, because there are so many avenues that you can take to be successful. It depends on your definition of success. So however you want to follow your dreams, follow them. I decided to become a teacher, and I do love what I do, but my dream is to become a yoga teacher, and so I'm currently following that dream, but it took me like almost 10 years to really figure it out. So yeah, follow your dreams. Thank you guys for listening and for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.